to the Tuesday night Principal Chiro broadcast from DE and Band of Brothers. I'm Dr. Brian Moriarty, your esteemed MC for tonight's exciting call with Dr. Nick Sclafani. But before we get to that, guys, first of all, happy holidays, Merry Christmas, and Happy Hanukkah as we get into the holiday season here. And what better way to celebrate the holidays than to go to DE? So we got our winter DE now. We are just about a month and a half away, January 29th to February 1st at the Atlanta Marriott Perimeter Center. Then we're in Sheridan, Sand Key, and Clearwater for spring 2026. Back in Atlanta at the Marriott for summer 2026. You can go to lifede.com to register. What else we got there, Daniela? There we go. We got our connect groups, our blue team, orange team, purple team, yellow team. Get on a team, get connected. We were talking with our purple team earlier today on Messenger. Get with the team. It's a great way to go. And look who's joined us today. Emma, you were supposed to be in bed. What happened?
You were too loud.
I was too loud, so hey, mommy's really excited you're out of bed. Should we show mommy? Look at mommy. Mommy loves whenever I get out of bed, stays up late to do the DE call, right? Okay, do you want to at least tell people something?
I love DE.
Yes, that's a good one there. I love DE, yes. And how about Merry Christmas?
Merry Christmas.
All right. Sounds good, Emma. You're definitely the star of the show. All right.
Goodbye.
All right. Go to bed. Goodbye. Goodbye. There they go. Anyway, back to the show. Happy holidays, everyone. Hope everybody's getting into that holiday spirit as we count down. 2 weeks from Thursday is Christmas. That's crazy to think about. And pretty soon it'll be a new year. So hope everybody is getting all their holiday plans and getting all their presents ready for an awesome holiday season. So for tonight, got a great veteran speaker here. He's done this call once before as a student. He's a whopping 1 year in practice. So everybody's very impressed so far. However, this guy is just like is like a pistol. Obviously, his dad, Len, is a DE speaker and one of our loudest speakers we have at DE. But Dr. Nick is a superstar. I mean, he did everything the right way. He decided to visit everyone's office, go to DE while he was in school at Life, and crush it. And he's celebrating 1 year in practice this month. So you love seeing these young guns grow and flourish, and especially coming from a chiropractic family like myself. So I'm excited to hear what he says, making his DE Tuesday night debut as a doctor. Did it once as a student, as a doctor, chiropractor, from Stamford or Norwalk, Connecticut. Let's give it up for Dr. Nick Sclafani. Take away, Dr. Nick. We love and appreciate you, brother.
Well, thank you, Brian. You really are a master of ceremonies. That was an incredible introduction. Hi, DE family. I'm so happy to be doing the call this Tuesday night. Just like Brian was saying, I am Dr. Nick Sclafani. I practice in Norwalk, Connecticut with my dad, Dr. Len Sclafani, with my brother Anthony. And we're just living the dream, serving the principled chiropractic message only. Just adjustments. We talk subluxation in the office, and that's all we do every day. And it's the best thing in the world. It's the best job, the best profession. And we'd love to do it. So we do it. Now, like Brian was saying, my first year in practice is coming to an end. I graduated in December last year, but I started in February. But we'll round up and say that my first year in practice is coming to an end. And I have to have an attitude of gratitude for every single one of you who has helped me along the way. So many great docs, so many other students. Attitude of gratitude for Didi Umber, just because he's the best. So thank you, Dee Dee, for just being amazing. Um, so an attitude of gratitude for all you great DE docs who have helped me become who I have become thus far and will continue to become and continue to grow. But a year in practice, I've learned a lot of different things, a lot of things so far. Number one thing that I learned is do not eat a can of beans at lunchtime because in the afternoon you will have the toots. So do not do that. Especially if you have orientation that night, definitely don't do that. Small rooms, they'll know. All right, they'll know. But anyway, for real, one major thing that I learned that while you're delivering the message, giving the chiropractic message, it can be frustrating. It can be frustrating when you're starting out and you think you're saying all the right things, you're doing all the right things. And it's tough because, not everyone's going to stick. Not everyone's going to get the message like you understand the message. They're not going to understand what you're saying, why you're saying it. So you just got to keep churning along. And what you learn is that everybody's different. So you could say the same message, you give the same report to 10 people. Half of them are going to say, this is the greatest thing I've ever heard in my life. This is the greatest message. I completely agree with what you're saying. And the other half could say, are you an idiot? What kind of nonsense are you talking about? I heard this, that, and the other thing. I don't believe a lick of what you said. And that's just a fact of life, is that some people are going to get everything. Some people aren't. But you just got to keep churning through. And just like the story with the fire in the building, just keep knocking on doors. If they want to come out, if they want to be saved, you bring them. If they don't, next. You go to the next door. You go to the next door. And that's how I've approached my first year. That's how I've approached, just try not to get run down by stuff like that, but rather be motivated by all the wins. Because really it's 95% wins, 99% wins. All these people coming in, and basically you're just karate chopping them in the neck, and they're getting better. And it's not because I'm doing anything. It's not because we're doing anything. We know it's because the innate potential within is healing them from above down and inside out. And that's the most beautiful thing that there is. It's that you don't have to do anything. You don't have to add anything. You don't have to take anything away. Just reconnect. And that's the whole story of chiropractic. It's so, so simple. And it's all about getting out of our heads. It's all about clearing the educated mind. Just like BJ taught us. If you follow innate truly and you tap into innate truly, get quiet. That's where all your confidence can come from. That's where all your success can come from. It's just a matter of getting clear. That's the most difficult thing that I found, is getting clear, understanding when it's coming, when it's an innate driven message, and not only understanding it, but believing it 100%, doing it 100%, committing 100% to that innate message. Because we always have second guesses. We always have doubts. We never want to commit because it might logically seem weird, whatever that thing is. But if you have an innate thought flash, you got to go with it 100%. And I keep striving to do better with that every single day. So that's one of the things that I've learned so far, is that each person is very, very different. The other thing that I learned as a chiropractor in my first year is just how much you could get away with, right? So we have a lot of Spanish patients who come in that speak no English. And I know just enough Spanish that I could get through like a new patient, that I can say everything I need to say. I can explain what we're looking for, a subluxation, which is a misalignment in the spine, putting pressure on the nerve system, yada, yada, yada. And then they tell me their problems, and they go, and I'm like, yes, of course, yo entiendo, of course, 100%. I know exactly what you're saying. I have no clue what they're saying half the time. I don't know what their problems are. I don't know what they have. I don't know why they're there. But what do? We check their nerve system. We take x-rays. We see where their subluxations are, and we correct subluxations. And then once that happens, still don't know what their problems were. They come back. They go, oh my God, thank you so much. I'm bringing my whole family. This is the greatest thing ever. And it's that innate connection, because that's what chiropractic, that's what DE is all about, is the innate to innate connection. It's got nothing to do with words or speaking the same language, but rather reconnecting man the physical and man the spiritual. And it's such a simple idea, and you can make it complicated, but it's just very, very simple. And that's all it boils down to. So now that we have the idea, we know what chiropractic is. Now we need to continue to grow it. And I always remember when I was a student, I used to love the Dr. Sid videos. I remember somebody donated me that DE Media package, that audio package. I think it was a waste butt. If it was someone else, sorry. But I think a waste for donating that to me, because he wins every raffle, which is rigged. But anyway, he donated that to me. I remember I was listening to all the Dr. Sid videos. And Dr. Sid in all his audio tapes is talking about how do we make chiropractic the number one profession on the planet? Not just healthcare, but just the number one thing that people receive all over the world. And he never talked about like these small details in your office. He talked about the macro. How do we spread chiropractic to Kenya and Japan and Colombia and Peru and Sweden? How do we get chiropractic throughout the world? And that still needs to be our goal. Just like with dentists, people just know with a dentist, you go twice a year to your dentist. And if you don't, you're weird and you have bad teeth and don't come near your things because you don't go to the dentist twice a year. That's just known. Everyone knows that. Everyone knows go to the dentist. But in the past, dentists used to be known as dirty teeth pullers, and no one wanted to go to them. They were crazy. They were quacks, charlatans, that whole thing. But what they did, had a systemized effort to become this thing and they stayed distinct and separate, the dentists, and they became this profession that you go to on a regular basis, and everyone does it. So when, as chiropractors, we make a systematic effort to become this thing that people get checked once a week or once every 2 weeks or once a month, whatever you're checking people, how frequent you're checking people. And that's just the thing. And if you don't do it, you're weird, you're crazy. And don't come near me because you have subluxations and you're sick. Don't come near me. When do we get to that point? And it's going to take an effort, a systematic effort. And I know that there's a lot going on now with the ICA and the IFCO. There's a lot of organizational changes. But whatever it is, it's got to be an organized effort. It can't be fractured and it can't be small. It has to be a macro, a huge thing, because chiropractic is a huge thing. There's nothing bigger than life. There's nothing bigger than the life's ability to express itself. And we know that. So we need our ideas and our system to grow this profession, to grow this healthcare system. We need that to be macro as well. We need that to be huge. If we keep playing small, then what is going to happen? It's not going to grow. So we're going to remain at that 8% or 10%, which I even think is high, because that's like how many people have seen a chiropractor in the last year. Some people, as you guys know, people come in once they stop in, they say hi, they get an adjustment, they don't come back for who knows how long. How many people are really under regular chiropractic care? It's probably in the realm of 5% of the United States. So we need to get that higher. And we're so concerned about, oh my gosh, can I get 500 patient visits a week in my one office? There's 350 million people in the nation. There's 7-8 billion people on the planet Earth who do not know what chiropractic is. And it's our goal to just keep teaching them, and have people understand it. And there's a lot of different ways that you could do it. Like in our office now, what we're doing is screening. Screenings is a big thing from us in our office. Dana Beckshire has taught us a lot about screenings. A lot of different docs have taught us how to best do screenings. And I know at the beginning I was struggling. I was struggling to get people in. I was struggling to book screenings. And, you deal with a lot of rejection. It's a lot of, do you want to get your spine checked? No. Do you want to get your spine checked? No. But then, you start to build calluses. You start to build a shield against all that rejection. And then you just become more free. And then what I saw was interesting. I saw there was a guy on YouTube or on Facebook, and he just stands in the streets of New York City, and he has like little gold tablets, little gold bars, And he's basically he's like, you want a gold bar? You want a gold bar? You want a gold bar? And they're about $2,000 for these little, an ounce of gold, half an ounce of gold. Don't shoot me. I don't know exactly. Half an ounce of gold, whatever it is. But he's like, you want to have an ounce of gold? You want to have an ounce of gold? And people are just walking by. And they're just ignoring him. And he's literally just giving them free $2,000. And people are just walking by him like it's nothing. So that helped me kind of shift my perspective too. I went from like when you're doing a screening, like, oh, I need to sell this person on a $40 exam. I need to sell this person on this, to I'm holding gold. I'm literally giving you the greatest opportunity to come in and change your life for the better, connect yourself, get your nerve system clear. I'm here with gold. Do you want it? And if they walk by, they walk by. That's their own fault. That's their own thing. They're missing this huge opportunity. And when you shift that mindset, you shift that change, then your inflection changes and you give it more freely, and you could be more authoritative, more certain, more confident, because you know the value of what you have. And I don't always have that certainty and that authority, because sometimes even I do question it. Chiropractic, can it really do everything? Can it do everything? But I got to get more like Billy Graham, where you just accept it in full faith. I found the basic fundamental underlying cause of all or nearly all of your health problems. It's in your spine, and it can be corrected right here in this office. That level of certainty, that level of understanding of the chiropractic principle will only help you give the message more freely, give it more honestly, and more people will continue to get under chiropractic care. And that's our great goal, is to get as many people under chiropractic care as possible. Reconnect people all over the world and get people tapped into the innate intelligence within. Because that's really what chiropractic is all about. Chiropractic is about understanding that there is an infinite power in each of us, infinite to the point where there's no bounds other than what can be done in physical form. But really, the intelligence has no bounds. It's infinite. It's all powerful, omnipotent, whatever you want to call it. That's the innate intelligence. That's the universal force. And our whole goal is, once you correct the spine, clear the subluxations, allow that intelligence, that infinite intelligence within to flow freely. I mean, are you kidding me? This is the greatest idea of all time. This is the greatest principle of all time. And we're worried about what people are going to say. So we got to just keep pushing forward. I know I got to keep pushing forward. Get this thing to as many people as possible. And so we got to do everything that needs to be done. And most of the time we know what needs to be done, right? We're just sometimes we get lazy. Sometimes we don't want to do it. See, that sounds like a lot of work. Just keep doing it. Just doing it, whatever it is. If you want to do something new in the office, you do something new. If you want it, not new, like don't start mixing now. But if you want to start doing ads, if you want to start doing screenings, if you want to start bringing the spouse to the report, if you want to start doing orientations, doing doctor's reports, whatever it is that can help bring more people in, do it. If it's more effort, you just do it. What's the worst that happens? Is that more people show up at the office and you're more tired? That's good. You'll get better sleep at night. So just keep doing whatever it takes to spread this principle, spread this message, get chiropractic to the forefront of healthcare, because we all know all that other stuff is nonsense. It's all sick care. You're not going to get any better with that stuff. So we just got to keep telling the message, do what we know is right. And what we know is right is chiropractic adjustments, specific scientific chiropractic adjustments right here, baby, the Atlas bone. Do that all day, every day, and the world changes from above down, inside out. So that is what I have to say. Thank you.
Dr. Nick, great job, brother.
Thank you, Brian. Appreciate it.
I'm sorry, I was just buying a new Shockwave when you said do something new. So
yeah, I'm sorry. I am a big mixer. Sorry.
Yes, mixing it up because it
I
does
I
change
just
my
I
life.
just lost half the viewers on that one line.
Thank you. You changed my life, man. I knew that's the best. Just kidding. No,
I
you
have
did
a,
a great job, brother. Really a great talk. You reminded me a little bit of your dad there. Okay, not quite as loud and boisterous, but I can
uh-huh.
feel the len coming out of you, and I
Yeah.
can see that you're, a little chip off the old block there, and that's a good thing. That's a compliment if I didn't say so.
Thank
So.
you. Well, you know what it is I just had my colonic irrigation earlier, so I was a lot more relaxed. I didn't have to be all the way. My energy wasn't as high.
Colonics for life, baby. I love it.
Yeah.
But yeah, you did a great job, man. Very inspirational message, and I'm super proud of you, man. You are a rising star in this profession, and all the best to you. And I hope you have a wonderful holiday season here.
Thank you, Brian. Happy holidays to everybody.
Yes. So happy holidays, everyone. Merry Christmas. Happy Hanukkah. We got a couple more calls before Christmas, but I think this is the last one I'm on. So everyone have a Merry Christmas. Enjoy your holidays. And we love and appreciate you all. Thanks all for tuning in tonight to the Tuesday night Principal Cairo broadcast from DE and Banda Brothers. We'll see you next Tuesday night. Thank you. Have a great night. God bless.